They say you can't find true happiness in your possessions, but all I need is my peanut butter and Legend of Zelda to keep me happy.
Why is it so dark in here? I'm going to lift up the shades. Seriously, you've been in here for weeks playing this stupid game. You need to go out and get some sunlight.
Fine, Petey. If you really want me to go outside, I'll go outside. You know what? I'm going to go out right now.
Good.
Meanwhile...
This is not what I meant by going outside.
Well, I don't know what you expect me to do, Petey. Without video games, I'm an empty shell. Like that conveniently placed shell over there.
Fine then, why don't you just play a different game?
Yeah, right. There's no other games for this thing. Shovel Knight was released on June 26, 2014, and was developed by Yacht Club Games. The game takes the style of the classic NES 8-bit graphics and was successfully funded through Kickstarter, receiving $236,502 over their intentional goal. And since then, Shovel Knight has made an impact on the gaming community, appearing in Yooka-Laylee, Azure Striker, Gunvolt 2, Runbow, and even getting his own amiibo. Now, I've never played a Shovel Knight game, but I've always been interested in them, but I've never gotten around to playing them. But luckily for me, a version for the Nintendo Switch was recently released and includes all the in-game DLC from the other versions of the game. And it's $24.99! What a deal! Just take my money. Just take all my life savings. So let's play some Night Shovel, shall we? Oh yeah, now that's classic! Smell that? You can practically smell the essence of the 80s. Okay, what should I pick? Co-op? No, I don't have any friends. So let's just do the single-player campaign. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate. But luckily, everyone was okay. Except for Shield Knight. Mourning for his lost companion, Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude, and drank a whole pack of Bud Light and watched Comedy Central. But without Shovel Knight protecting the land, it was soon taken over by the Enchantress. So now it's time for Shovel Knight to come out of his drunken slumber and fight some bad guys! Alright, time to do some shoveling! Yeah! Yeah! You can't beat me, I've got a shovel! The game is immediately what you would expect, a 2D side-scroller that is reminiscent of the classic NES games. And dang is it done well! You dig up treasure, kill enemies with your shovel, it's the formula for a perfect 2D platformer. Now it's time to fight Black Knight, and dang is he hard! It seems that all the bosses are like this, however. At the end of every level there will be a boss to fight, and just like the bosses in any regular NES game, they're freaking hard to beat. Come here, you little red horn. I'm going to wipe that stupid look off your face. Catch her? Oh, what? Shield Knight, I'm coming for you, baby! Don't worry, I'm gonna catch you! Oh. Looks like I didn't catch her in time. Well, if she wasn't dead before, she's dead now. After you complete the level, the game starts you off in a hub world similar to Mario 3. You can visit towns and go to other levels, and speaking of levels, they're amazing! One of my favorite things from any level design is putting in secrets or Easter eggs that lead to finding more treasure. And man, I just love that crap. I love it when games make you think, that wall seems to be rather peculiar, and you go to check it out and it leads to some treasure. I love that, that's cool. And I also like some of the weird themes for the levels. Some can make you feel like you're on an acid trip. Like, wow bro, have you noticed that how our hands are on our feet? Man, I'm so glad they kept these seizure-inducing effects. Those were my favorites back then. Another thing cool about Shovel Knight is the items and upgrades you can get. They usually give you different perks or just give you an alternative to killing an enemy. That's really all there is to tell about regular Shovel Knight gameplay-wise. But luckily, there are two other campaigns that can be played in Treasure Trove, Plague of Shadows and Spectre of Torment, which includes different levels and new playable characters. So let's start off with Plague of Shadows, which allows you to play as one of the bosses, Plague Knight. Alright, let's infect some people with deadly diseases. Haha, you better not touch me or you'll get syphilis. Basically, the whole first level of Shovel Knight is revamped to fit Plague Knight. But instead of using a shovel, Plague Knight throws bombs. Yeah, what else would he do? Throw some medicine? He can throw bombs in midair, he can use them to jump higher, and it just really doesn't fit my personal taste. It's not really the same feel as Shovel Knight, as you're just blasting your way through the level and collecting these new green things. I really didn't pay attention to the story that much to know what they do, but I guess they're like Mario's star coins. And also, I didn't complete the first level. So let's go on and see what Spectre of Torment has to offer. In this campaign, you play as Spectre Knight, and whoa, it's fun! For his attack, Spectre Knight uses his scythe for a melee attack. He can climb up walls to do a wall jump, and he can do a dash slash, which is like Sonic's homing attack where he auto-targets enemies. The gameplay is very fast-paced, and it's just fun to play. The story takes place before the events of the Shovel Knight campaign, where Spectre Knight has to gather up all the bosses to face up against Shovel Knight. It's kinda like the Star Wars prequels, except actually good.
Mr. Buster!
Ah, go away!
Well, that's Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and I loved it! The game was just really fun to play, and it managed to create its own style by mixing up elements from all the classic games we all remember. And I would definitely love to see a sequel to Shovel Knight one day, because series like this are definitely hard to come by nowadays. And if you don't mind, I think I'm going to go dig up my own treasure.